start this video, I'd like to thank MSI for sending out this board to me and Dreamcore for passing me some parts to do the testing for this video, which is in this case the BC1, the RAM and the CPU. So with that, let's jump right into the video. Let's go. Hey everyone, today we're going to be taking a look at this. Right here is the MSI Z490 MPG Gaming Carbon Wi-Fi. It's a brand new motherboard featuring Intel's new Z490 chipset that is made to handle overclocking for the new 10th Gen series CPUs, which also has more pins compared to the previous generation, hence the new socket number LGA1200. So yes, with that, let's jump right into this video, starting with the pricing of this board. Let's go. So for this motherboard, it will be in the mid-range of MSI's Z490 lineup. It offers a lot of RGB lighting and costs around 435 to about 439 SGD in Singapore. That's quite decent pricing for the amount of features you do get with this motherboard. Out of the box, you do get your user manuals and a few brochures, quite a fair bit of them, DVD drive and case badge, one 4-pin RGB splitter, 2 SATA cables, ARGB Rainbow, which is the 3-pin RGB extension cable, Corsair RGB extension cable, and an M.2 screws containing 3 of them in case you lose one, as there's only 2 M.2 slots on this board. For its internal connectors, starting from the bottom left, you get your front audio connector, 4-pin RGB connector, 2 fan headers, 0-port connector, 2 USB 2.0 connectors. There's also another pin called JPW LED, that's to show the RGB on the board without a CPU or RAM plugged in. It's just a demo use, so you don't really need to use that. JTMP1 connector, a physical RGB on and off switch on the motherboard, JC1 chassis intrusion connector, ARGB connector, JTBT1, and on top of that is also another connector. Both of these are related to Thunderbolt add-in cards, so if you need a Thunderbolt add-in card, you'll use these 2 connectors over here. Last of all, you have your 2 front panel connectors. From the bottom right, you have 3 banks of 2 SATA port connectors. You have 1 right angle USB 3.0 connector, USB-C connector, ATX power connector, 3 fan connectors, and right at the top is an AIO pump fan connectors. This is quite a unique thing for MSI. For the top right, we have an ARGB connector, Corsair connector for Corsair products in case you want to use it with your motherboard, such as the lighting expansion kit. And beside it, you have your CPU fan connector. There's also another fan connector that is for your rear exhaust fan behind your audio ports on your motherboard. For I/O, on the extreme left hand side, there are 2 USB 2.0 ports. On top of it is a PS2 port. Moving on, we have a HDMI connector and a DisplayPort connector. There's also a Type-C connector that supports data transfer up to 20 GB per second. 2 USB 3.2 Gen 2 ports next to another identical set of ports with an internet port on top, which supports speeds up to 2.5 gig. There's also your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth antennas, and last of all are your audio ports. This motherboard also has decent VRM heatsinks that will be able to support the i9 processor that has the highest amount of load that you can throw onto this motherboard. Okay, for the look of this board, it's quite decent with carbon fiber accents around the board, and metal heatsinks for all M.2 drives, which is 2 of them, and a good amount of RGB lighting. One zone on the top left hand corner of the board, and the other one is near the chipset. The overall black color scheme of the PCB would fit well into an all black build. For RGB wise, it can be controlled via Dragon Center that is quite simple to use. Just download it off the Microsoft Store. What I like about this board is the amount of fan headers it has. There's a total of 6 fan headers on this board, which is quite good if you want to individually control all your fans at the same time. The front I/O is positioned is on the normal spot of the board where other manufacturers place their front I/O, so it's not very awkward to route cables. There's a lot of PCIe slots on this board, so you can add in a lot of other add-in cards into this system. The amount of ARGB and RGB headers on this board is quite sufficient. There's 1 ARGB at the top, 1 ARGB at the bottom, and it's quite well spaced out, I would say. I also like the fact that this board also can control Corsair products. So if you say you don't want to go out and spend money on the Lightning Node Pro, you can still get Corsair lighting using the Corsair port on the motherboard, which is quite useful. Another feature I like to say that is great about this board is the debug LEDs, as there have been times where I have to troubleshoot my system and then I just refer to the debug LEDs and they've come in very handy. So what I feel can be improved about this board is a relocation of the CMOS battery to maybe near the last PCIe slot on this motherboard. In the event where you need to clear the CMOS, you can clear it easily. The first M.2 heatsink can be built a bit easier so that you can access your motherboard standoff without having to remove the heatsink, as it is adding another step to the building process. I also like to see an addition of the RGB strip at the right side of the board, something similar like the X570 version of this board which I reviewed previously. And the addition of a normal USB 3.0 connector would be great, as some cases makes it hard for 90-degree connection for the USB 3.0. So you have to watch out here if let's say your case doesn't support a 90-degree connection and you could face an issue where you can't actually plug in your USB 3.0 without damaging it. So overall, I feel that this motherboard is quite decent for its price. Not only is it giving you good enough RGB features and support all the way up to the i9 10 series processor that can overclock. The only Achilles heel to this motherboard would be its 90-degree USB 3.0 header that may not necessarily guarantee 100% compatibility in all chassis. Okay, if you want to buy this motherboard, link will be in the description down below, along with other parts featured in this video such as the RAM and the BC1 test bench. So with that, we've come to the end of the video. If you guys liked it, leave a like, subscribe, share a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Remember, stay safe, don't go out till the end of circuit breaker. Peace out.